Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome in my kitchen. Today I'm going to focus on those mysterious, strange bottles when my kombucha is brewed. So what is kombucha? Kombucha is this delightful drink made with scobi, green tea, and it's fermenting. And then you can enjoy it any time of day or evening in a special wine glass. Cheers. Well, I feel that I should save the testing for a bit later. So let me do the step-by-step how I make my kombucha. And then if you are feeling inspired, I have some scobi to share. Some people were coming last week to collect it. Yeah, let's start. So let's talk about the benefits of kombucha. I'm going to refer to the book Kombucha Tea for Your Health and Healing, but there's many books and videos on YouTube if you would like to know more. And I'm going to just scroll down and read out what it says. Kombucha has a wide range of organic acids, vitamins and enzymes that gives it its extraordinary value. It contains the range of B vitamins, particularly B1, B2, B6, and B12 that provide the body with energy, help to process fats and proteins in which are vital for the normal functioning of the nervous system. There is also vitamin C, which is a potent detoxifier, immune booster and enhancer of vitality. Well, this book just says that kombucha is good for anything. And well, I tried some of those things. I mostly make my drink, but occasionally I use it in some other recommended ways. So yes, but I'm not going to hang too much on that. Let's move to the next step, how to make it. So in my 3 bottles and in a jar, I have my magic ingredients. So I'm going to start with straining my bottles to retrieve my scobi. Well, what is a scobi? That is the weird thing. Some people really don't like it. My kids hate looking at that. I'm going to take it out of the jar. Can you see that? It looks like an organ building. This is scobi. This is built over the months of the little tiny scobi which you can get to start with, or just a piece of that, and it grows and grows and grows. I know for some of you it may look gross, but believe me, what you get out of it, it's worth every moment of your doubts. So what I'm going to make, I'm just going to take one of the bottles, and I have an empty bottle here. So I'm going just to strain it and put that into the bottle. Well, what came out last, it is the scobi from my bottle. As you can see, the small size. It is covered with some herbs. So if you want, you can wash it. If you want to change the flavor. And I'm popping it back to my bottle. So at the bottom of your bottle, you have a scobi. That would be your starting point when you get your scobi. I like to add a little bit of the kombucha from my strain bottle, just a little bit to start with, because my tea is not yet ready, and I will show you how I'm making my tea. Here is a selection of my teas which I will be using today. The main one is the green tea, herbata zielona z cytryną with lemon. This is the loose tea which I just put into my teapot. You cannot see, you can see a little bit. So I put 4 spoons teaspoons of green tea, of loose teas, into the pot, or you can add actually 4 bags, like counting like a 1 bag per glass, and we want to make a liter. of kombucha. So I'm putting here a differently flavored green tea with cherry. And then I'm adding an extra one bag of the passiflora because I have difficulties with sleeping. So I'm going to add that. And also here we go. And to the other pot, I'm going to add handfuls of my different herbs. So we have mugwort. Let me open that. So these are the herbs which I picked up last season, and that they're coming down really quite quickly. Oh, here it's mugwort. Then we have mayflowers. Soon they will be in flowers, so I will have lots of new one. Here dry mayflower, and I'm putting a handful of them. Then we have a lady's mantle, which I use for perimenopause. It's one of the herbs. Oops, recommended. I cannot open it. Recommended for ladies. It's called lady's mantle for the reason. And then you can add whatever else you want. I will be adding some ginger, so I will chop some ginger and add some ginger in a minute. Together with my passiflora, I'm going to add some chamomile to my tea bags mix, which is here. So I have one jug with loose herbs and one with a tea bag. So it just gives you the variety. You can use this or that, whatever you like. And I'm pouring water over. So as I'm having, I'm making 3 liters of kombucha myself, but the jugs, let's say approximately give me 2 liters so far. So I'm having this one actually gives me a little bit more water. So I will use it for 2 bottles. Okay. We are having a living thing in this bottle. So scobi is a living fungi, living being. We need some food, and the food for my kombucha, for my scobi, is sugar. I'm using Demerara sugar, brown sugar. You can use white sugar as well, and I add per liter 4 tablespoons of sugar. I'm also using coconut sugar. As you can see, you have a variety of things. I'm going to top it up a little bit. The sweetness of kombucha is really, it's up to your taste. I found that 4 flat tablespoon per liter, it's quite sweet, but not too sweet. You can add a little bit more, you can add a little bit less. It's really, with the experience, you will know, and I vary as well. Sometimes I did a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But that are my proportions. I must say, I never follow any YouTube videos how to make kombucha. I've just been recommended by a friend how to make it, and I tried it, I like it, and then I am making my own brews for a year right now. So I'm mixing up the sugar so it dissolves, so it doesn't stay at the bottom, and I'm leaving this tea to cool down. So as you can see, I have the half a liter here, so this will create a liter of kombucha, and this will create 2 liters of kombucha, because I have double amount of water, nearly double amount of water. So yeah, what is next? When the tea cools down, I will be topping up the bottle with that, and give you some more instructions in a while when the tea is cooled down. In the meantime, I will show you what is happening with my spare kombucha. So here I have a little bit, which I just washed into the next jar. But in that sieve here, There is a mix of some small ones, some ginger, as you can see, some turmeric as well. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit. And if there are any bits which I don't want to use, I will be storing it in my scobi hotel. And this is the place where gradually you will be building pieces of scobi, which will be growing. And then it will come to the point, as I am right now, that I'm sharing it with other people and distributing the jars with pieces of scobi. And that is the piece of scobi which you need. So you can see that I have quite a good quality here. Some people have scobi hotels, big jars. Over the years, they build up and build up. So it's best to share them at some point. So it will be a while till my tea, which is here, will cool down. So in the meantime, I strain all other bottles and I screw the tops. So now the bottles have the tops and they can bubble away for about a week on my windowsill. Well, I found that this windowsill, which is north facing in my house, creates a perfect condition for kombucha. Some people don't recommend it in the sun. Well, it is not in the sunshine. It has direct sunshine only in the morning, and it keeps it nice and right stable temperature generally throughout the day. The kitchen is the warm place in my house anyhow, but it's not hot. Some people say kombucha should have 20-25 degrees. Well, sometimes in my kitchen it's less than 20 degrees, but it's a stable temperature and rather on a warmer side than the cooler side. So for some reason my windowsill is just a perfect place. So this is where I store my bottle, and those 3 bottles will be bubbling away for 5 days, and then after 5 days I can start sipping them away. And next week or 10 days time, when they are nearly all gone or there is one left, I start creating a new brew. So we'll see what can be next. So when I'm waiting for my perfect new brew to be done, this is my old one in my lovely crystal glass, and I'm going to sip it away. It's actually very good. It's like a soft drink. It tastes slightly sweet, slightly fizzy. It has a gentle aroma, but nothing overwhelming. Like you can leave kombucha tea for longer and create a vinegar. And I have a bottle of my own homemade kombucha vinegar as well. But that wouldn't be recommended to drink, just for dressings. But this one has a little hint of ginger. It's very refreshing. It's so wonderful, especially now, this time of year. You can drink it as a cooling drink. You can put your bottle into the fridge, but it will lose the fizz slightly when you open it. So if you don't keep it for too long in a fridge, because it will flatten the fizz in your bottle. But sometimes it's good to do if you left by chance your bottle for too long, and then you unopen the bottle and it explodes. It happened to me once, and I decorated my ceiling with the lovely kombucha. So I would not recommend that. So just be careful. If you think that you left your bottle for too long, then just open it outside. I would say don't risk to open it indoors. But if it's about 5 to 7 to 12 days, it should have a little like a champagne pop, or just little thing. And if it's not fizzy yet, leave it for a little bit longer. And again, try it away. You will know what is best. So cheers for now, and see you in a minute when I finish the tea, when it's ready. Bye. Here we are for the final steps for making the kombucha. So I have the bottle or jars. I have 3 here, as you can see. And I'm going to pour over the tea. So this is one flavor, which I'm going to pour it all here. And then I have the other flavor as well, which I will be pouring to the next two bottles. So now what I have, this is my own experience, this is how I work with that. I'm adding some extra water into my tea. If it is a hot water, I again let it brew for a little while. But this time I have the lukewarm water, which is fine. So I'm going to add that because it has still sugar at the bottom of the jar, of the jug. And there was a right amount of water and tea for 1 liter. So I need to boil more in my kettle. But this is basically how my first jar will be created. So let's imagine that this is what happened. That this jar or this bottle is full. What I'm putting on top of that is that cloth, and I secure it with some. Well, I could do it better a little bit with some elastics, and then I pull that for about a week on a windowsill. So here we are. Enjoy your kombucha. So I hope that you've enjoyed my video, how to make the kombucha. If you are interested, contact me, PM me. I live in Dorset, near Dorchester. And you can come visit me, have a kombucha glass with me, taste my brews, have a chat, and get a jar of scobi as my gift for you. And spread it further. There are beautiful benefits of well-being just in your own home, creating your own medicine and your own health for free. Cheers!